Just last week, Google quietly dropped a bombshell in the AI world. Veo 3, the newest version of its video generation model. And it does something no other consumer AI has done before. It generates 8-second clips with synchronized sound effects and even dialogue. Yes, dialogue. We're not just talking about pretty animations anymore. We're talking about fully soundtracked, voice-ready, text-prompted cinema. A complete audio-visual experience, created from nothing but a few words. You feed it a prompt, like a vintage computer powering on in a dimly lit 1980s lab. And the model builds the entire scene. Behind the scenes, Veo 3 is powered by a diffusion model, similar to image generators like Stable Diffusion or Midjourney. Here's how it works. It takes a real video, corrupts it with noise until it becomes pure static, then trains a neural network to reverse that process, step by step, until it can generate a coherent video from pure noise. In generation mode, it starts with random noise and a text prompt, and works backward, sculpting something that looks like it came from a camera, even if it didn't. But video alone isn't enough. So Google didn't stop there. Veo 3 is actually a system of AI models working together. A language model, likely Gemini, that interprets what the user wants and breaks it down into film language, camera angles, lighting, tone. A video diffusion model, which creates the visual content, and an audio generation model that adds synchronized sound effects and dialogue to match what's happening on screen. The result? An end-to-end AI video generation pipeline. That's getting scarily good. The real question isn't, how good is Veo 3? The question is, what will people use it for? Already, users are experimenting with fake personalities, virtual influencers, characters designed to flatter you, sell you things, or push ideas, entire fake interviews, entire fake news anchors. And that's where the danger starts. Because even though Veo 3 is powerful, it's not perfect. Sometimes the on-screen text is garbled or nonsensical, unless you very specifically tell it what to write. But here's the kicker. Even when it messes up the text, the visual presentation is so convincing that people still believe what they're watching. This is what we call casual media deception. Not deep fakes of world leaders, not elaborate hoaxes, but bite-sized, seemingly real videos, shared on social media, watched by millions, believed by thousands. A fake anchor delivering fake news. A synthetic person giving financial advice. A stage clip spreading false health claims. That's the threat. Not massive conspiracies, but a million small lies, dressed up as truth. Now here's a big ethical gray zone. Where did Google get the training data for Veo 3? DeepMind hasn't officially confirmed anything, but it may have used YouTube videos. That's right, your content, your vlogs, your short films, your podcasts, all fair game under YouTube's terms of service. Think about that. The AI model replacing your job might be trained on your own work. Every day, something new is born in the world of artificial intelligence. New tools, new breakthroughs, new promises. And yet, with every advancement, we take another step into dangerous territory. We are witnessing the dawn of a new era. But what are we sacrificing in the process? This isn't just about innovation. This is about deception, about trust, about the slow, quiet erosion of reality. AI is powerful. That's undeniable. It can write poetry, create art, generate videos, mimic voices, even replicate your face. But here's the truth no one wants to hear. Every tool of creation can also be a tool of destruction. And right now, AI is being weaponized, not with bullets, but with lies. We have entered an age where you can no longer believe what you see, where video evidence can be forged, where anyone's voice can be cloned, where misinformation spreads faster than truth, and no one stops to check. Let's be brutally honest. The The ones misusing AI aren't just hackers in basements or some mysterious deep state. They're marketers, scammers, political campaigners, nation-states, even the average person with an agenda. People are using AI to mislead others for power, for profit, for control. From fake product reviews to fake news, we've seen how easily people fall for the illusion. It's not science fiction anymore. It's happening right now. One of the biggest casualties in this digital war, our parents, our grandparents, the older generation that grew up trusting what they read because newspapers didn't lie, because video was truth, because the written word had weight. But now, they're being deceived every single day. They open Facebook, see a headline like, "Scientists confirm chocolate cures cancer," or a poorly made AI video of a politician saying something wild, and they believe it. They believe it because they don't know what's possible with this tech. They forward it to their kids. "Look what I saw," and their kids have to burst their bubble. "Mom, Dad, that's fake." And you know what? That hurts. It's not just a technical failure, it's an emotional one. It's a betrayal of trust between generations, engineered by algorithms and exploited by bad actors. Think about what this means. Think about how hard it is to live in a world where nothing feels real anymore, where you can't tell if someone's alive or dead, if a message is authentic or machine-written, if a video was filmed or fabricated. This isn't about being gullible. It's about being human. We want to believe our eyes. We need to trust the world around us. But AI is turning truth into a guessing game. And here's the chilling part. We've seen this before. When radio was invented, people used it to spread propaganda. When television came, it was used to manipulate opinions. The internet. We all know how social media became a breeding ground for division. And now AI, the most powerful tool of them all, is being rolled out with almost no guardrails. We're repeating history, except now it's faster, smarter, harder to detect. And this brings us to the real question. Why? Why do we live in a world where deception is the default? Why do we tolerate it? Why does every new piece of tech seem to benefit the few, while confusing and overwhelming the rest? Why are we okay with a world where our parents can't tell what's real, and we can't trust anything we see online? Why have we let capitalism, politics, and greed hijack a tool that could have elevated humanity? AI could cure diseases. It could help the blind see or the voiceless speak. But instead, it's being used to generate clickbait, to scam the elderly, to divide families, to fake reality. That's not progress. That's tragedy. We stand at a crossroads, and we have a choice. Either we let AI define us, or we define how AI will be used. But if we don't act, if we don't regulate, educate, and protect those most vulnerable, then we will wake up one day in a world where truth is extinct. And when that happens, no one wins. This isn't just a tech issue. It's a human issue. And it's time we started treating it like one. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay skeptical, question everything.